Okay, so we just got the achievement, you'll all burn the threat
From our
still
neighbor
lingers.
Alpha Centauri to the distant shores of Arendelle, some 28 billion light years away, our universe remains a vast and mysterious tapestry. And our solar system? But a single thread. Our planet Earth? A speck of fiber. And we who inhabit it? So many atoms. This has been Moses Murphy at Caledon University. I hope you have enjoyed your journey through space, the majestic tapestry.
I thought that would wake her up for sure.
You did? Dude, your voice is like a velvet snuggie.
She's right about that. Okay, so like I said, as much as I'd love to listen to the songs and everything, I can't put that on YouTube, so I'm gonna skip this song. Oh, we can't.
Where am I?
She's up. I'll go get some hot chocolate ready.
So, is Max's magical mystery tour finally over?
Ugh, I feel like I could sleep for a month.
And? What's the verdict, Alice?
I think my daily double shot Americano is enough chemical enhancement for me.
Understood. It's plenty trippy being inside your mind as it is.
Did I sleep here all night?
Yep. Moses and I found you the chillest spot in the building while we kept working in his office.
The fire! Ugh! It's today. Unless, did we stop it?
Negatory. Moses and I have been at it all night. There's a lot we need to catch you up on. But one thing's for sure. The fire has shifted, but it hasn't gone away.
It's probably because they were going to burn the body or the evidence of it, in Abax's house, but then obviously because they were caught and the guy now moved it somewhere else, chances are that's probably what triggers it. I don't know. That's just a theory. I guess we'll see.
Last night, the body, the sledgehammer, was all of that real?
Afraid so. The human sacrifice part was just a gag, but there's some seriously fucked up shit going down in that basement.
And we're no closer to solving anything.
All the secrets, my ass. When I saw these photos down there, I was so sure it was the key to everything. But Moses and I have been poring over them all night. It's just some old Mabon party. Everyone's wearing masks. And one of those photos is too blurry to see much of anything. Hey, maybe you could zip into one of them real quick and find out what's going on?
My power doesn't work that way. Even if it did, I don't know. Maybe Sophie was right. Am I just making everything worse?
I mean, so I agree with Sophie in some ways that every time Max tries to do something, she changes something in a monumental way. But I also just don't like her approach to this. And the problem is I don't agree with either of the decisions because so Safi isn't right is one of and the other one is you're going to stop this. Chances are yes, she is going to stop this, but it will have consequences. Like every time she's done something, it has had huge consequences. So which one do I go for? Because I don't like the you're going to stop this. because that adds so much pressure to her already. And I can imagine the only way they are really going to find out what happened is her going into one of those photos, which she's done before. That's how she got back to here. She entered that photo and was able to prevent the fire. So we have to find out who's in that box, and then obviously from there on we can sort of go. So as much as I don't like either of the options, let's go with Safi isn't right.
When it comes to your power, I would trust your gut, then every other person in the fucking universe, then Safi. Hey, I have an idea. Let's take advantage of your mushy brain. I'll throw you some topics, and you tell me what you think.
Go for it.
Reggie and Owen, our Mount Rushmore of suspects.
Reggie was willing to destroy the evidence last night. And Owen was trying to bring the whole house down.
Maybe today's the day they finish the job? With a fire that quickly gets out of hand? Could be whoever took that body.
I'd say there's a good chance the fire starts at the Abraxas house. And one or both of them have something to do with it.
I know Safi is your friend, but...
I do care about Safi, but right now, I don't know what she might be capable of. The way she reacted when I told her about the fire, like she was almost resigned to it.
I know she means a lot to you. But I don't trust her either.
I mean, plot twist. What if it was never Chloe that actually came back and it was just another version of Safi and both of them have, been shape-shifting? I'm just thinking out loud. Don't spoil it if you already know, but it's just because can you imagine like it was never Chloe, right? And but she's acting like her, so I suppose Max would sort of know if it wasn't Chloe just by the mannerisms and stuff like that. She's pretty good at deciphering it, but it would be a giant plot twist if that was actually the case.
What do you make of my dude bros at the bar? Do you think they could get rowdy and start a fire on campus? We know the protest is happening in a few hours, and according to Joey, it could get, quote, heated.
I mean, it's also it's plausible, right? Because like people do crazy things in protests. Because remember, majority of them sounded harmless and they just wanted to make themselves heard. Except for that one guy, and it usually just takes one person who does something reckless, and then it sort of escalates because once you're in that group mentality, usually you get carried away with things. I'm not saying it's not that they don't have to take accountability, but usually that's how those things sort of start. So I also think it is definitely plausible that it could be that group as well.
I think it's a high possibility. We know there were protests on campus before the fire last time.
It only takes one asshole to go rogue and turn a protest into a riot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anyone else one, we need to figure out who the guy in the mask was, who came to get the box.
Do you think there are any suspects we haven't been thinking of?
I do think there is. I just don't know who they are.
It could still be anyone. Hell, Moses almost set his office on fire 2 days ago. There's no way to know.
At least there's still time.
Last night is still pretty jumbled up in my head. I know I went to a dark place by myself for a while, and then a really dark place when we saw that body. But somewhere in the middle there, when I saw you in the basement, I felt filled up with so much joy and gratitude. I'm not sure if I managed to get those words out so clearly last night. So I wanted to make sure to say it today.
I feel the same way. Even without the benefit of the freaky fruit punch.
That punch must be working through my system. I'm still hearing things.
No. I can hear it too. It sounds like a party.
From the photos?
Max? What's happening?
I don't know. Are you seeing this?
You bet your fucking ass I am. Holy shit! Is this what your power looks like? Max Caulfield. Laser light spectacular.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before.
Well, hey. Let's find out together. This is incredible. When are these pictures from?
I don't know.
I feel like I feel like Chloe also has powers.
Did that camera just go off? Put that shit away.
This is a joke, right? Dude, wake up! Wake up!
Fuck you. This is your fault.
Oh god, this is real? He's dead. He's fucking dead. Should someone call the cops?
And say what? That some asshole townie killed himself with our dagger because he was high on our drugs?
Lock the door! No one is going anywhere!
I feel like we went in the wrong order, but let's start from here.
Hey man, senior members only.
Holy shit, it's real. These college kids are nuts, man. Real Illuminati type shit. Just stay cool. Stay cool. I don't even know if that guy was a member. Never seen him in my life.
These fucking masks.
Who are they talking to? The person taking the photo?
I ready the ceremonial dagger for the blood offering. With love and gratitude, we offer this sacrifice upon the Mabon altar.
No way. They're about to kill this guy.
Who the hell let you in? Someone get him out of here. Bro, you're supposed to just take one sip, not gulp it down.
Epic.
Imagine if you drank that much of the nightmare juice. Actually, don't.
I offer my final testament to this cardboard camera. Let it bear witness to this great sacrifice. I have obtained the ceremonial dagger. The blood sacrifice was insufficient. The offering will not be accepted. My own blood is pure and will satisfy the rite. It is why I'm here. It is why I was always here.
Holy shit. That was... incredible. It was like we reached into the photos and pulled out what really went down. That poor kid. Sneaks into a party, drinks the punch, loses his shit.
Seems all too relatable right now.
Except they weren't fucking around back then. Real knife, real blood, and they ended up with a real human sacrifice.
So they covered it up. And now, decades later, what? What does any of it have to do with the fire?
There was something else, in the Hall of Secrets. A record number from the archives. Moses was going to try to pull it.
All right, is Max ready for some... What am I looking at?
Laser Light Spectacular. Share a special moment with Chloe and Moses. That's the achievement we just got.
When all this is done, you and I are gonna need a whole battery of testing.
You're on. Did the archive number turn up anything interesting?
In a sense. When I got there, it had already been checked out. Max, why would Vin want to pull these exact files from the archives yesterday?
Sophie. She was impersonating Owen. I saw her ask Vin for a document from the archive.
Damn, Max. Look at those synapses firing again.
So Sophie knows something related to these photos. But she was still poking around the Abraxas house last night. What does that tell us?
Not a damn thing. And we still don't know how any of it connects to that original fire. Or my bro-tester friends.
And here's some more disturbing news. I walked by the chem lab this morning. Someone had broken in there. I alerted security and I locked away the most flammable solutions I could find, but whoever it was now has a powerful fire starter.
What do we do?
I suggest we all review the evidence, then reconvene to share our thoughts.
Let's see what Professor Murphy has been up to.
Yes, but first, messages as always. Okay, so we've got a Caledon alert. Campus security alert reminder. The Fremont Street section of Lakeport is currently closed to all university personnel. Any student found trespassing will be subject to disciplinary action. All campus security notice. Caledon security is aware of a planned protest on campus this afternoon. Due to the potential threat to student safety, we are stationing additional security personnel around campus and restricting access to academic buildings. We are also coordinating with local Lakeport police and fire departments to provide additional support. We are aware that some students have made plans to break into the buildings in order to watch the protest and recommend for your safety that all students avoid campus buildings until after the protest has finished. Any student caught breaking into school buildings will be subjected to disciplinary action. Thank you for helping us keep Caledon safe. So the thing is that so one thing that Max and them have accomplished is creating awareness. I don't know if this is what happened last time, that they did have this notice and everything, but that's a step forward. The problem is, human beings and students will do what they do. They can be warned and still think they are better than that and, walk towards the fire. Okay, so there's a new group chat here with Chloe and Moses. Okay, group text activated. Max, if you see this, drink some water and come find us in Moses' office. Chloe has told me about your adventure at the Brax's house. Get some rest. We'll see what we can put together while you recover. Okay, find another whiteboard. Wheeling it back over now. Just past kitchen area. You want coffee? No thanks, I have hot chocolate here. If you don't mind the indignity of heating water in the microwave, why the F would I mind that? Note to future us, tell Max the red marker story. It wasn't that funny. Don't listen to him, Max. We laughed for like 3 straight minutes about it. We haven't slept. We're probably delirious. I can see you laughing about it again. Okay, so that. So we have another 2 journal entries. Oh god, my head. Last night is a blur, and some of it probably didn't happen exactly as I remember it. Thankfully, everyone was probably too high to remember Max Caulfield, quasi-famous photographer, talking to herself in a mirror in the middle of the Abraxas house. I thought maybe Chloe was in danger in the basement, something about a sledgehammer, and I ran down to her in a panic. She was fine, but I wasn't. I really spilled my guts to her, and it wasn't even the drugs talking. I saw her die again, in a fire that I can't figure out how to stop. I brought her back to life, but for how long? The thing is, Loretta still saw you, so you must forget, like, she probably wasn't high, and she definitely did see you. It's so easy to look at Chloe's life and decide that she's better off without me, but Chloe doesn't see it that way. I know that she believes in me, but I think I really needed to hear how much she believes in us. It felt like everything was going to be okay until... Wait, the skeleton in the basement. That was real, wasn't it? Fuck. I always thought Owen was desperate to get rid of the building because it stood in the way of his plans for the school. But does he know about the body? Does Reggie? Does the person who wrote the graffiti on the wall of the Abraxas house? Oh wait, how did we even get out of there? Chloe must have called Moses. I should see what they've been up to, since their heads are probably screwed on better than mine. At least I sure hope so. We're running out of time. Okay, so let's have a look.
I thought Moses was just being a mad scientist when he said the photo was reacting to what we were doing. But he was right.
Yeah, so here you can see, like, from the first time we went into the photo, it's the first photos of what it looked like. Then a few hours later, the fire already shifted because, again, Max was doing something that she didn't do in there because she wasn't in that timeline. And then it carries on shifting, and now we're at this position at 9:22 a.m. Yeah, it's just the time and the date, and it says clear shift reacting to stopping a demolition, clear shift dissipation related to events at Mabon.
So we know the fire has changed, but does it tell us anything we can use?
No. Only that right now, it's definitely still happening.
Okay, so is this the actual photo?
The selfie that started this all? And the fire that will be here soon if we can't stop it.
What is this? So it is definitely a double exposure photo, and then you have something in the corner. I'm not sure if I'm seeing it right, but it looks like a building or something, maybe the origin of the fire, who knows. I mean, the game is not that deep. It's not like we'll be able to get it from one photo. Okay, where should we start? So many whiteboards. Should we start at miscellaneous?
Could the fire come from somewhere totally unexpected? What else is going on at Caledon? It's bad enough fighting Abraxas, the protesters, and the administration without also battling the unseasonably dry weather.
Warning, extreme fire alert issued for Lakeport County. Until warning is lifted, avoid open flames, fireworks, tossing cigarettes, or any flames in high vegetation areas. LCFD. So again, like the fire could have literally started because of an accident, right? Like everything else could have been coincidence and all that. And like I said, there's one idiot in the protest who decides to, I don't know, light a firework, and then sort of pandemonium happens. So, okay, so we've got other things.
I'm glad they're taking the threat seriously. But do they really need to shut off the water lines?
To all students from campus facilities and security, to all students, your Caledon facilities and Caledon security teams are working together to prepare for a possible protest march on campus today. Please note, lower campus and observatory buildings are being reinforced against possible damage. All students are asked to avoid the congregation in the area of these buildings. If necessary, a shelter-in-place warning will be issued to students via the university alert system. In addition, the following precautions are being taken. Increased Caledon security presence, Lakeport PD and FD on alert. Electricity will be suspended in some areas to decrease blackout risks. Water lines will be closed in some areas to decrease damage risk. Please remain attentive to further updates. Thank you for helping to keep Caledon safe. Yeah, I mean the water line is like really unfortunate because you've got the dry weather alert with fire sparking, and then the water lines being turned off, which means that they don't have access to water to put out the fire quick enough.
No forced entry means it was someone with the right keycard or someone impersonating them. Either way, this is really bad.
Caledon Security Services incident report. Time 9:22, 7:42 a.m. Incident reported break-in and theft of school materials. Location: ChemLab Observatory. Details: unknown quantities of chemical solutions, possibly corrosive or flammable. No signs of forced entry. I mean, this like sounds like something that Safi would do, right? Like she's the one who has the capability of impersonating someone, and accessing either a security card or a key for it. Oops. Wrong button.
Moses really loves that flame-throwing kettle. It doesn't make him a suspect, but I imagine he's feeling some guilt about it now.
Caledon Security Citation. Moses Murphy. Continuing to use unsafe and unauthorized equipment in university offices, resulting in multiple smoke alarms and evacuation from the building. Sorry, Mose, but you gotta get rid of that damn kettle. Damn straight, that thing caused fire the first time we interacted with him in this game, so it is a valid risk. And again, it's such an innocent item, but with all the circumstances that we're dealing with, it can absolutely cause that fire, and it can then quickly get out of hand.
Between Reggie's actions last night and that poor kid, I just know Abraxas has to be connected to the fire. There's something in the archive that Abraxas wanted to keep secret, Owen wanted to destroy, and Safi wanted to find. It must be important.
Okay, so I've read this in the last episode. I'm not going to read it again. Chances are it's probably like a missing kid, or maybe it's a list of all the members of Abraxas at that time.
Finn has his entire future tied to Yasmin and Caledon. Could he be involved in covering up the death at the Abraxas house?
Okay, so we've also read this one with Diamond leaving.
Mabon's history is darker and more mysterious than anyone realizes. Even Loretta.
Okay, I think we've also read this one. Because there were a couple of voices from the photos, so I'm assuming that they said some of the board members from Abraxas were part of Abraxas in that time. So it's very possible that some of them are still working for the university and obviously would be implicated. Even though it was an accident, the kid basically, cut himself and died, but obviously his liability because of the drugs that they were providing at that party.
Someone is desperate to cover up this kid's death from decades ago. Why? And what does it have to do with the fire? Abraxas members are furious at the administration. But is someone angry enough to start this fire?
Okay, I think I got everything on here. I can't get past these right now.
Owen is corrupt, and I know he is up to something. But does any of it have to do with the fire? It wasn't just Owen who wanted to expand Caledon into Fremont. A lot of people in the administration and on the board supported his plan, too. Abraxas wanted an inspection to prove their house didn't need to be demolished. But maybe someone was more concerned about the dead body being discovered?
Yeah, it was probably a combination of both.
Owen risked his whole presidency to demolish the Abraxas house illegally. Is he about to start a fire to finish the job?
Well, chances are he was probably part of the group of that photo.
Owen, members of the board, even Vin. They all worked together to bring down the Abraxas house. But did they know about the body? Or is it a coincidence?
As Sherlock says, the universe is rarely that lazy.
Owen is a young and ambitious new president. What wouldn't he be capable of to protect his Caledon 2.0 plan? I didn't realize how involved Yasmin has been since leaving the presidency. I wonder how much she knows about the Abraxas house.
But former President Fade's connection to Caledon University is far from over. In fact, it may be stronger than ever. When I was president, I was always jumping from one emergency to the next. As chair of the Board of Regents, I can take a bird's eye view of Caledon and its place within the sisterhood of academia. I have many projects I'm excited to pursue. Those projects range from the relatively small mentoring the newest Regents Chair grant recipient Vin Lang, a promising young administrator and MBA candidate, to the massive supporting President Teller's bold Caledon 2.0 plan to reshape the school. I mean, like there's a lot of voices in those photos. There's a female, a couple of males. She could have been one of the female voices, right? And who says that she doesn't know about Sophie's ability and asked her to help with this? Because that would make sense, right? Family helping family. But also remember that Sophie and Vin were actually, so in the previous game, from what I know, is they used to be close, right? They had like some type of relationship. So it's probably not that far-fetched to think that he's just helping out Sophie, right? Like in a way, and maybe Yasmin also has the ability to shapeshift. Who knows? Like again, these are all, theories that are being sort of that are going through my mind.
These were Reggie's notes from talking to Owen days ago, before the demolition. Clearly, Owen was hell-bent on demolishing that house.
Owen meeting prep. Be respectful but firm. Hall of Secrets does not exist. Inspection will continue as planned. Must be allowed to reoccupy in 4 weeks per count order. Convince Loretta to stop podcast. Owen meeting notes. Must give access to Hall of Secrets. Inspections may be halted. Will never reoccupy the house. Going to be demolished. May commit to new Braxis housing contingent on my cooperation. Do you want to be remembered as the president who ended Abraxas? Fuck. And then might be able to stop Loretta podcast.
Chloe has dug up a lot about the threats on the Lakeport side. Don't know what I would have done without her. Moses was able to recreate the flyer I saw during the fire, but I still don't know what Loretta's march means.
So this is also very interesting, right? Is that now you just heard her say that Moses actually recreated the flyer. Again, what if somebody, what if it was them in the first place anyway, and they were the ones that created the flyers, which then obviously somebody took and made copies of. Safi, for instance, who would have access to Moses's printer. And then here we are. We have sort of like falsified evidence, but yeah, I don't know.
It must have been Loretta's death from the illegal demolition that led to the original fire.
Loretta's march. Right, that makes sense. But does any of it lead to a fire in this timeline?
Well, not anymore.
Lucas reshaped his whole personality around fighting academic corruption. Is it just talk, or would he actually attack Caledon?
I mean, I don't know. Again, isn't Lucas just from the last episode, like he's more hot air than anything? I'm not sure. But who knows? Maybe he is partially responsible.
The anger behind this Lakeport protest is truly scary. I'm so glad Chloe is here to get to the bottom of it. It feels like you're so close to uncovering the violent protester from the message board.
I hope so. And I hope it's enough to stop the fire.
Moses has dug up everything he can to help me and Chloe. We'd be lost without him.
Big Brothers of Vermont provide mentorship support. Like many Little Brother participants, Rennie Landry, age 11, has grown up without a father figure in his life after being abandoned at a young age. This led to a distrust that made it difficult for his big brother volunteer Troy to overcome. Ren is a sweet kid, but it can take time to really build a bond with someone who has learned to have their guard up. This is all I could find for Ren on the internet. Okay, that's interesting.
Holy crap, that's a lot of firepower for one protest.
It is.
This group has been growing and organizing for some time, and it's all been leading to today's protest.
Committee of Lakeport Justice. All concerned citizens of Lakeport and anyone aligned against the corrupt expansion of Caledon University join us. Our purpose and community will grow stronger with your support. Join fight. Information how to get involved is available at StrifeNet Forums, Lakeport Residents, and then the password is, I think, resist with special characters and numbers. Not yet. Yes, there's so much to read. I'm really sorry about this. Like, that's what sort of Life is Strange is known for. A lot of reading. Okay. Okay, so is this the last whiteboard we're looking at? Oh, what's this?
Moses took a very comprehensive approach to this suspect list.
Yeah, he even added the three of you. You know, leave no one unturned.
The timing of this protest with the fire has to mean something. But which of the protesters is the most dangerous?
To be quite honest, the bartender is too loud. Usually people that are so open about it are not really that dangerous. They just talk a lot, right? I mean, Lucas as well, who knows, right? He's got a vendetta against Caledon. Would he go as far as burn it down? I don't know. But Ren, he's already shady, right? Like there's just something wrong with him. And I think if he is related to the Big Brother program and it said he was abandoned at a young age, could it have something to do with the Abraxas ritual back then? Who knows? I'm again just thinking out loud. Okay, so is this one photo? Let's just think.
The timing of this protest with the fire has to mean something.
Okay, it was there.
But which of the protesters is the most dangerous? There's a lot of circumstantial evidence around Safi. But does any of it mean she'd actually start a fire?
Yeah, the thing is, we already know Safi isn't stable mentally. Remember, that's how we got, like, that was part of the last game. So, I don't know.
Would Reggie actually burn down the Abraxas house? And Vin. He's the ultimate puppet master. But why would he start the fire?
So, both of them would make sense to me to start the fire. One, because Reggie, I don't know, he doesn't think very clearly. He like, just from the interaction we've got, it could all be an act as well, right? Just keep that in mind. But he's very quick to freak out and do something stupid. So I can absolutely see him starting a fire just because he's not thinking about it like clearly. And Vin, he's the type of guy who will do anything to basically, one, protect his reputation, and secondly, get to that next goalpost. Right? I think he's already mentioned a couple of times he never thought he was ever going to get to the position that he is in now, and with someone who comes from nothing, will do everything to keep that. So those are usually the most dangerous people.
Have to appreciate Moses' thoroughness. Even if I don't quite agree with any of these points.
So Moses has made a detailed plan of all of them. So for himself, he goes Moses Kettle equals known fire threat, mad scientist archetype, subconscious pyromaniac. You got to appreciate that. For Max, he put in vendetta against Owen Teller, tends to invite disaster, coincidence, controls time. So also a very valid point. Chloe, timing arrives just as fire breaks out, paradox issues, perhaps not aware of all her actions, and then May Jemison, heat lamp. That's the the lizard in the terrarium upstairs.
I appreciate your thoroughness, but I think you can remove Mae Jemison as a suspect. Not to mention you, me, and Chloe.
Until exonerating evidence is presented, I'm keeping all possibilities open.
Yeah, I agree with Moses, because the thing is, it's like, one, we did see Moses carrying Chloe out of one of the buildings, the burning buildings. We don't know what succession happened there that led to that. And like I said, it could honestly all be like an innocent mistake, and it could be a lot of things happening at the same time that basically caused it.
Caledon's 2 power players. Could one of them be behind all of this? Could both?
Owen, ambitious, questionable morals, committed to destroying Abraxas' house. Hiding evidence, insurance fraud. Yasmin, ambitious, questionable morals. Maya incident, lied and manipulated to protect herself once. Would she again? Again, I don't know if this relates to the previous game, so I don't know what happened with the Maya incident and what she exactly did. And again, I mean, if that is the case, then Safi absolutely would probably have a vendetta against her mother, right? And would be causing this. Okay, so we've looked at all of that. I'm not sure if we've missed anything.
Thank you for helping Chloe yesterday.
I'm not sure how much I helped her. I don't know if anyone could. I'm highly concerned.
I am too. It all seems so normal, her being here. But then I remember she's supposed to be dead.
I've used up any scientific understanding I have on her situation. All I have left to offer is hope. As your friend, I sincerely hope reality isn't as unforgiving as it so often appears.
Indeed.
She stayed up all night with Moses. Whatever the future brings, I'm so lucky she's here. I don't think I've said thank you.
For what?
You came here looking for help. I don't know how much of it you found, but you definitely helped me. If we stop this fire, you'll be a hero to the whole campus.
Well, I haven't really been thinking about the whole campus. I've been thinking about you. But if we're throwing the H word around, I will take a plaque when all this is over. Or a statue.
Statue for sure. Your hair will be carved from the finest emerald, and your tattoos will glow in the dark.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Is there anything else I can look at? What's the warning?
After the break-in, Moses isn't taking any chances. Hope he can keep any combustible science stuff from falling into the wrong hands.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now he's put the the highly flammable stuff in his office, right? So again, I have to think to myself that his kettle is a, ticking time bomb, and he's put the most flammable stuff in his office. Anyway, let's see what we can look at. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, what do we know about the fire?
We really only have circumstantial evidence of both of them. I mean, both of them have the protests have the fireworks, and Abraxas has a motive for causing a fire because they're trying to get rid of the evidence. Evidence has been moved, the fire has been moved.
We have a lot of indications of what could lead to the fire, but no way to know which, if any of them, will happen.
I'm afraid you're right. Just because the fire happened one way before, doesn't mean it'll play out the same way now. I think at this point we have to consider the fire might be a constant. You've made many changes to reality, yet it remains. Last time it was Loretta's death at the demolition that led to it, but now there was no demolition, so we don't know. It could be Abraxas, it could be the protest, it could be any of those other suspects on the board. There's no way to know. Furthermore, every step we take to stop the fire, even something as small as this conversation, is likely to shake the snow globe again and change what causes it.
So the more we do, the less we know? That's fucking stupid.
No, that's reality.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go so it's hopeless. And we do know. Again, like the so it's hopeless is not really true because Max can always turn back time, right? So in a way, it's not like we can see it happening and then go back in time. But let me go with we do know.
But we know so much more than we did before. We know about the protest. We know about the body. We know about the illegal demolition. All that knowledge has to make some difference, right?
I don't know.
Hold up, professors. There's one giant variable that wasn't in your equation last time. Me. We know reality is obsessed with mind-fucking me right now. Maybe whatever is going on with me and Safi will, I don't know, cancel out the fire? Maybe the fact that I'm here this time, if I can figure my shit out, is the missing piece. Max? What's up?
I mean, that's not entirely true because when we came to the fire, we saw Moses carrying her, so she was always part of this. So she could be right that it is her, so I'm not going to hold back. Because that's not fair to say that. So I'm going to go with tell Chloe about her debt. Yes, it is a major choice, but so be it.
Last time, last reality, you were here. You came to find me and I was gone, but I guess you met Moses.
How do you know?
'Cause I saw you. You were passed out from the smoke. Moses was carrying you before he... You...
Oh. Why didn't you tell me?
I mean, both are true. I was in shock and I didn't want to ruin things. I mean, it doesn't really explain it, but like at that point, she'd already told her that she was actually supposed to be dead, and that's why she was having those weird visions or dreams and everything. And then on top of that, go surprise! You know, it's happening all over again. I mean, I didn't want to ruin things. Are so insensitive to say because again, like I said before in one of the episodes, I hate the fact that they give you these short answers, and it is for the purpose of to make you feel uncertain, and then they say something completely off kilter that you didn't actually want them to say or expected them to say, but they do it anyway. So for me, didn't want to ruin things is very insensitive towards it, and I was in shock is not taking accountability, but I suppose it's better than. I mean, which one speaks more to Max. Probably I didn't want to ruin things because, like, for her, she would always do this because she's trying to protect Chloe. Yeah, let's go with I didn't want to ruin things.
I've been so focused on you and us and stopping this fire. I didn't want to derail it all. But that was last time. Like Moses said, everything is different. Now we know it's coming.
Yeah. And we still can't stop it. What if the fire isn't the only constant? What if our deaths are, too?
It's possible.
No! It doesn't work that way. It can't.
Whew. There is only one thing to do when reality fucks you this hard. I'm gonna go smoke.
That really messed Chloe up. I should wrap up here and go check on her.
Yeah, I mean, what did you expect her to react to? Because, you know, nobody wants to die again.
Maybe it's the sleep deprivation, but I don't think I've seen Moses look this beaten down before. It's scary. Thanks again, Moses. I'd be lost without you.
You're welcome. I just hope it's enough.
Sorry, I just want to go upstairs and see if there's anything. I just want to see. An empty home. Did we miss something again?
Chloe's taking the news really hard. I should go check on her. Still at the vet. One less potential victim. Or perpetrator. If Moses is right about that heat lamp.
Ah, here we get the photo.
Thus began the curious caper of the missing Miss May J.
Did we listen to this one already?
Puppies, let me begin today with one of my favorite quotes from President John F. Kennedy. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Perhaps Lakeport's struggle with the corrupt Caledon administration does not rank on the great struggles of our time. Outside of the local press and you, dear listeners, few have even paid much attention to our cause. But revolutions are not confined just to national projects or massive institutions. Sometimes, the greatest way to effect change is to focus with all your collective might and conviction on rooting out the evil in front of you. My brothers and sisters of Lakeport are not focused on greater political movements or ideologies. They simply want to protect their homes and their families. It is perhaps the most ancient and universal human struggle there is. And that is why I am so honored to be counted as one of the leaders of the protest this Sunday. When we finally march on Caledon, we do not come as meek petitioners to their mercy. We do not submit to their elitist codes of conduct and acceptable political speech. No, we come to shake the foundations, to instill a healthy appreciation and, yes, fear for the power of our cause. Because make no mistake, power is the only thing these people understand. When I speak to you next, it will be on the far shores of the Rubicon. Until then.
Vox Populi!
Well, that's good to know. Okay, so there's nothing here. Just meet Chloe outside.
Chloe's waiting for me outside. Stay safe, Moses.
You too.
In the picture, it actually looks like the door, the glass door.
How are you feeling?
I think you mean any last words?
Please don't joke about that.
You could have given me a heads up, you know?
I'm sorry. I couldn't let myself imagine a world where it happened again.
I get it. I just got you back, too. There are things I can't let myself think about either.
Still, I'm sorry. I'm going to the admin building. Hopefully Owen is there, and I can confront him with the evidence. What about you and Moses?
I'm gonna head to the Turtle. The protesters should be meeting there soon. If I can figure out who's plotting violence on Caledon today, I can tell Noelle, and maybe we can stop this. I'm basically an honorary member of the Lakeport Townies. Someone is gonna let something slip. I know it.
I just...
I
would... have... You first.
Okay. That week we spent together in high school, I still don't know who it happened to. I don't know which Chloe I am, or which Max you are. And I don't care. Whatever comes next, I'm just really glad I'm the Chloe that gets to be here with you right now. Your turn.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I keep looking for that perfect moment. First the canoe, then the basement. Something always ruins it. It's like the universe doesn't want us to... And now it's the day of the fire. And everything is happening. And I just...
That's what I have to say to the universe.
Worth the wait.
We'll get through this, Max. This isn't another goodbye.